So what was the core question? We were talking about predictive programming, self-disclosure.
It was the Galactic Federation. Like, are they good? But then like it transitioned into this. But this is a good follow up. Like to talk about series because this one was from Sil, and she says if it shows she says what are some good movies to watch? And I would say even series. We could throw series in that. Like, are there any like really good ones that are tied to the SSP that like, you know, uh,
I always like to say Altered Carbon. That's one of my favorites. Season 1, not season 2. When they changed the main character, I think everybody just didn't like the character casting choice of season 2, and that ruined it for me. But the information in it's next level. Star Wars, it's a history of Earth and the cosmos. Thundercats, it's a series about the Lyran versus the Draconian Wars. They were showing that us in the 80s. All the cartoons, all this stuff, it's all disclosure, man. They're showing you what's real, and it's part of the revelation of the method. That's what the Illuminati calls it. That's the Anunnaki. They have to tell you what they're doing. And they have to cloak it in science fiction and make you think it's just make-believe, but they're showing you what's real through parody, through animation, through programming. That's it.
yeah.
Orphan Black's a good one. Both me and Julie Anchorhaven's files show that we are the core characters of Orphan Black, and she's the main character in Orphan Black. And I'm basically her brother. Me and Julia, we share the same DNA.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like literally brother and sister. When they had us at the Monarch Dome in Toronto, we were paired together. We were tortured together.
Wow.
You know, we ran operations together. She would be my eyes from above. I'd be on the ground doing my mission, and she would be my watchtower, my eyes in the sky, my person on ship, help relaying information back and forth. And it got to the point where we were linked telepathically, so she could see through my eyes in combat, and vice versa. So when we were tortured together, we shared that pain together. If they tortured me, she felt the pain. If they tortured her, I'd feel the pain.
Yeah.
Which is what they call twinning. Everybody, some people focus on twinning thinking it's literal twins. Joseph Mengele, the angel of death in Auschwitz, he's one of the main reasons the German SSP even exists. Because he broke the human mind, created the original techniques for the MK Ultra torture. You know, got that from the Tibetan Book of the Dead. Got that from ancient manuscripts from Atlantis. It showed how to break a human soul. I'm sorry, the Egyptian Book of the Dead.
Yeah.
I think it's like spell 116, spell 113. It's 100 and something in the early. It shows how to create alters in human beings and turn them into programmable slaves. And it also talks about that in the book. The Illuminati formula to create an undetectable mind control slave by Cisco Wheeler and Fritz Springmeier. And I don't recommend assets to read that lightly because there's a disclaimer in the beginning of that book. It's going to activate your programming. If you want to know you're in the programs, that's one way to know if you're in the programs. But the information located within that book is why I'm so successful in what I do in QHHT now. Because I now know how the archetypes work. I know a lot of the back doors. I know a lot of the traps. I know the reasons for the programming, the security engineers that step in if you access too much information, how not to activate Omega programming. I've done over 900 sessions. I've never even came close to activating Omega programming in an asset. And most military assets have Omega programming, and that's self-destruction, suicide programming. If I get too deep, they're going to start seeing blood red in their visual field. They're going to start looking for a weapon as fast as possible to kill themselves and kill me. As fast as possible. That's what happens with Omega. So you have to be careful, man. People getting into this QHHT realm want to do SSP, and they're like, I want to be known for that, and I want to get into that. Be careful, man. The CIA will be there. Oracles will be there that work for the government. They're going to be watching your sessions. You're going to have handlers watching you. You're going to have handlers inserted into your life, appearing as friends. A lot of stuff's going to start happening, and we're seeing this with these regressions. So
Yeah.
all you guys doing QHHT that are treating this where you're not realizing there's a level of danger involved, stop being naive. If you're doing this and you feel like you're getting targeted out of nowhere, you can't sleep, you're getting all these pains, issues are happening, it's for a reason. It's not random. This is why if you can't get a consultation from me or get a QHHT session from me in person, I always recommend my team of people that we all help with, people I've served with. You have Christy Campbell, Sean Bond, Amir Jahangiri,